Hey y'all, I'm Elisa,
And I'm Samantha.
and welcome to Watch for Deer. What's up?
What's up, guys?
I hate these cords. Can I
I
just throw that
know.
out there?
I know. You're always fumbling with them.
It makes me mad that I bought new cords. I have bought new Y splitters, new headphone jacks, and everything, and still a brand new box. This box wasn't cheap. It was like $200. And still our headsets want to cut in and out, and we still get feedback from something.
There's something wrong.
I just want to throw it.
And we cannot afford a producer.
No, I've got prices, and it's really
expensive.
it's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be,
Oh, I
but
felt
it's
like it
not
was.
as cheap as what
I need
it to be. Let me put it like that. Like, we need some sponsors up in here.
Well, Jack was here this weekend. And yesterday, if we would have recorded, he was going to look at the stuff because that's what he does. He's tech. You know.
Why did you not say, hey, get your ass up here?
Well, because I was outside working yesterday and I was tilling the garden and stuff, and I was day drinking and I drank too much.
Okay, and why did you not call me to day drink with you?
I couldn't even dial the number. That's not true. I don't know. I was just sitting out there. Me and Scotty were working. He redid the lights outside. He fixed my porch lights. I tilled up the garden. I'm going to go up on the hill and get the donkey poop and put it on the garden.
See?
And
You didn't
then
even touch it.
it's not bothering them though. They can't
I
tell
know.
what it's
Sorry.
happening.
Okay.
But I'm going to go get the donkey poop and then the chicken poop that's been sitting for a year. And I'm going to put it on the garden this week, which we've got storms coming in right now.
Yeah.
But anyways, let me tell you what I've been doing the last couple of weeks.
Well, first, let's do the wine because I'm thirsty.
Well, that's what I was going to do. I was going to do the wine.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay.
I need a drink.
Well, I was up in West Virginia this week, up in Summersville, and I was so close to Kirkland's winery. Is it Kirkland's? Yeah, because I busted
Kirkwood?
the bottle. It's Kirkwood.
Kirkwood.
Anyways, I didn't go. However, my son bought me this bottle, and I'm gonna take the headphones off.
Yeah.
My son bought me this bottle, and you know how I feel about a Kirkwood's. It is my
love it.
favorite. The strawberry wine is my absolute favorite. He brought me a bottle. He could not find the strawberry wine.
Okay.
But this is Kirkwood's. It's a green label. It is strawberry rhubarb wine.
Ooh.
And it is a pink color. I have had this here for a couple days, and I've been waiting on you. Do you know how hard it is for me to not crack open a bottle of wine that is Kirkwood? It's my favorite. So cheers, Elisa.
I
Grab your wine.
appreciate you waiting on me. I've never had rhubarb.
Okay. And I will say, let's go ahead and try this, and I'll say it.
It smells
so good.
really good.
It's delicious. I feel like it's a little sweeter than the strawberry.
It is, but I like it. You know me, I like sweet wines. Hello.
It's a little sweeter. I'm not. I don't know. Let me see.
Ooh, I can taste.
Oh, that is strong. Ooh, wonder what I think that's 11%. I feel like that's stronger than 11%.
Woo! We'll be slurring our words during this story.
Yesterday, we tried to open the bottle of wine and crack the head of it. Scott did with the cork opener. So when we went ahead and opened it today, I had to strain it through a paper towel and a coffee strainer because it busted. Like, it cracked down the side to make sure there's no glass in it. So just make sure you swish it around your mouth good. Make sure. I mean, I strained it through a paper towel and a coffee filter, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
So we should be good.
But I went up to the Summersville. Didn't have enough time to go to the winery. I wouldn't have went without you anyways. But I did end up going to the coolest bar, Elisa, with the coolest bartenders. And I talked to these girls, so I just want to shout out to Natalie, Alyssa, and Sandy.
Hey, girls.
At the Tractor Bar in Summersville.
Awesome.
It was probably one of the most fun bars
I've never heard of it.
that I've been to. So you go in, it's super laid back. Like, when I heard it, I was like, oh, Tractor Bar. Okay, so this is going to be like I don't know what I was expecting. I was thinking Nashville, maybe. Like, I don't know what I thought. it was going to have this huge tractors everywhere. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. We go in, and it's not a huge bar. It's plenty big enough. There's an old tractor sitting in the middle of this bar. That's it. Super cool bar area. Tiniest little gift shop with like shirts, like cool little tractor bar. Huge dance floor with a TV that is actually, it's not even a TV. It's the size of that wall, Elisa.
Oh, wow. So it's...
And they play country videos all the time. And then there's a stage in front of it. So they have bands and stuff there. The outside area is amazing. We had so much fun. We went that at like afternoon.
Yeah.
We went there because it was one of our friends' birthdays, so we were day drinking. We'd went out of town.
Yeah.
We got there at like 1, I said noon, probably 1. Got a couple drinks, went and ate, and everybody had so much fun there when we were there earlier that instead of going around to like different bars, we were like, let's just go back here. The bartenders, the girls were great.
Aww.
It was so much fun, and it makes me sad that I'm 2 hours away from there because like I told my girlfriends, I was like, girls, if we were close, this would be our hangout.
This would be our spot.
It would be, be like, hey, you all want to go get something, because we usually on Fridays we end up at the Creekside.
Yeah.
And we go up there to karaoke and stuff.
Creekside's great too.
And I
mean, I like sitting out on the deck right there.
Oh, I love it.
Just
It's my favorite
karaoke.
thing.
Yeah.
I could totally see that we'd be at Creekside or a tractor bar. Like it was one or the other. It was a lot of fun.
That's
lot of
awesome.
fun. So shout out to those girls. If I'm ever close to Summersville, I cannot swear that and there's a campground right across the road.
Ooh.
I can't swear that I'm not going to go up there and camp at that campground
and just walk
to go hang out.
Just
like
go to the bar.
Cool band. Like
yeah.
And in the summertime, like there's a humongous field. And they have a stage out, like in the summertime.
Uh-huh.
They do bands and stuff out in the field.
Oh.
Super cool. Super cool. I wish you were with me. So
sounds like a good old
tractor bar. If you're ever in Summersville, absolutely stop by. Tell Natalie, Alyssa, or Sandy that the Watch for Dear girl, Sam,
sent you.
I sent you, and I say hi and hope to see them again because they're fantastic.
That's
it was just awesome.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. Maybe we can go up there when we do our wine tour.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll have to plan that. Plan like a long weekend.
It would be so much fun
to go up there and do the wine tour.
Maybe they
and
can
go
show
to the
us how to
bar.
open a bottle so I don't bust.
So we're not risking our lives. Well, I don't have too much. I mean, we've been pretty busy with baseball and everything, so I don't really have too much myself. Boring, I know.
I'm on spring break this week, so I've been doing a lot of work. My house is spotless. I cleaned it yesterday.
Mine
My son came in
not.
from Maryland. So they were in. Kobe and Jack were in, and I loved having them here. We played a game Friday night. We sat around and played board games, just the family, and then it was just fun. Like, no, it wasn't Friday. It was Saturday night. They got in late Friday, but it was just fun. I had a good family weekend, and
those are much needed. Like, I enjoy those weekends. So, like Sunday,
needed it.
Will be Easter, and we do dinner at my dad's and mom's, and my sister's usually there, and my nephew, and so we all go there and we eat, and the kids, hunt eggs, which is probably going to be rocks this year because I ain't wasting that many eggs.
No,
and be like, sorry, they are 15
I was gonna say, your kids
and
don't
13.
hunt eggs.
We ain't coloring eggs this year. They did last year.
I will say. Well, I can't tell exactly what. Yeah, I can because
they
the
just
girls,
like coloring
they don't
them.
even listen to this. So I bought Whitney, my niece, and Emily Easter baskets this year. I got them Easter baskets, and I've got a couple more things that I got to put in them. So I'm doing that, and I'm excited about that because they're grown women, but they want Easter baskets, so I'm doing it. I'm excited about it though.
You are an enabler.
I am an enabler,
but that's okay. I gotta order my kids' stuff because I'm slacking. Yeah, always.
You haven't done. I had to because it's so expensive. So I've been buying little things at a time.
Well, we don't do a whole lot. We do just a little bit of candy, and then I may do like 2, outfit. Well, when they were kids, I'd do like 2 outfits, from like Walmart or something.
2 outfits.
But
piece. I could get sandals this
the
week.
Outfits my kid wants like Under Armour, and that ain't happening.
Well, they're flying to Florida. Whitney and Emily are flying to Florida, so I got them some. They're leaving Friday. Are they leaving Friday? Next Friday?
I'm going to go to Florida next month for work.
All right, let's get this storm started because that storm's going to come in and knock out power.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get through this without any interruptions. So today's episode is called The Hazzardous Healer. Disease is not a foe to life, but is nature's plan of restoring a sick body to health. That was a direct quote from Dr. Linda Hazzard's book. Linda Laura Hazzard was born on December 18th of 1867. She was the oldest of 7 children of Susanna Neal and Montgomery Burfield in Carver, Minnesota. At the age of 18, she married Irwin Perry, and they had 2 children, Roland and Flora. Shortly after, she decided that she wanted to open her own fasting practice and left her husband and moved to Minneapolis in 1898 with plans on starting her practice. Hazzard had no medical degree at all. She was licensed to practice medicine in Washington through a loophole. So this loophole allowed her to be grandfathered in as a practitioner of alternative medicine, and therefore she was not required to hold a degree.
What year is this?
This was in 1898.
Okay, so all right. I mean, I can see it back then. I can see it. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I can see it.
Right.
So there's a bee flying around your head.
I don't think it's a bee. I think it's like a fly.
That's not a fly. It's as big as my thumb.
Oh.
Is it a horse? That's not a... I see the yellow on it. That is a bumblebee.
That's not a bumblebee.
Not a big one. It's a baby.
No, it's not. No.
Little baby bumblebee.
Listen, bee.
That's a bee. That's sure as shit ain't a fly. That's a bee. Go ahead. Tell the story.
Well, if I get stung, my EpiPen's in the car.
You ain't got an allergic reaction to bees.
I know. Oh, that was something we could have talked about.
We did.
Oh, did we? I can't remember. But anyways, so she didn't have to have, a license to practice medicine. She just was, grandfathered in. We talked about, just how people used to just say or do whatever career-wise and be able to fake it till they make it. In episode 61, when we talked about John Robinson, how he became the head of radiology department. Hazzard had studied fasting under the watchful eye of Dr. Edward Hooker Dewey, who had been a proponent of fasting in healthcare. And you see a lot of these, a lot of people do these fasting to where they fast, for 12 hours and they eat between. And a lot of people say it works.
Oh, it does work.
Like it works. It helps reset your body.
It 100% works. I did it and lost 75 pounds.
Yeah. So, I mean, not knocking it, just giving you a story here. Yeah. It needs to be, well, you'll just see.
Okay.
Shortly after leaving her husband by 1903, she had met and married Samuel C. Hazzard, who had a known history of drinking and being a swindler. Unbeknownst to her, Samuel was already married, and this landed Samuel a trip to prison for bigamy. Because keep in mind, we're in the 1890s here, okay?
No, we're in 1903.
We're in 1903 now. After Samuel was released from prison in 1907, they moved to Seattle, Washington to open her very own practice. Mm-hmm. Okay? So now we're going to talk about a couple other ladies here. Dorothea, and we're going to call her Dora, and Claire Williamson were lavish sisters who had come from Liverpool, England, traveling the country to various holistic health clinics. And more or less, they were just seeking to fill a void. These ladies were very well off, so this was a pastime to them.
Yeah.
Losing their father right after Claire's birth, and their mother died when Claire had turned just 14. Dora was 18. Scarlet fever would also take 2 of their sisters. Their grandfather had passed and left them a fortune equivalent to over $1 million in today's money. Now, having no family, no spouses, these sisters considered it a lifestyle of traveling to these health institutes. This is just what they done. This was like their job, their pastime. After all, they would usually visit the ones where, most people would travel on vacations, by, the sea or in the country in a very nice, vacation-esque setting. Mm-hmm. Seeing these trips as fun and something to do, the girls got a copy of Linda Hazzard's book called Fasting for the Cure of Disease. Now, I also downloaded this book and have used it as an additional resource for this episode. Now, the girls, they weren't really seriously ill. They had, minor ailments. Dora complained of swollen glands and arthritis pains, while Claire had been told that she had a dropped uterus. The sisters were great believers in what we might today call the alternative medicine, and they had already given up both meat and corsets in an attempt to improve their health. They believed that the corsets restricted the body's natural function, digestion.
I mean, I think
it was
that too. Like, I
painful,
mean,
and I
can
agree.
you imagine like those corsets? I've seen those
Being cinched up.
Kardashian girls, like, which was it, Kim or one of them, and their waist is like non-existent, and their hips are so wide, and I'm just like, there's just no way, like. That
All it does is
good.
push everything up together.
That can't be good for for your insides.
No.
Your body's not supposed to be like that.
Your body's not supposed to be squished. So, they had declined to wear corsets. Now, becoming intrigued with her book, the sisters decided to head out to Seattle, Washington, to Hazzard's Institute of Natural Therapeutics. Upon arriving, they discovered that the new institute wasn't quite ready yet. Now, they had dreamed of horses grazing in the fields and vegetable broths made with fresh produce from nearby farms. Just a really calm and relaxing place. Instead, Hazzard ended up setting the sisters up in a small apartment where she began giving their treatment there. She started by giving them broth that was made from canned tomatoes. Only 1 cup ingested twice a day. No more, no less. Upon arriving at Dr. Hazzard's office, the sisters noticed that she was really unorthodox in her ways. She had greeted the sisters and then instantly began creating a treatment plan for them. For what, they didn't really know. There were no questions about their current or past state of health. There were no physical examinations that were done on either of the sisters. Strange indeed, they thought. "Come, we begin at once. You haven't time to wait. Your conditions are quite serious," Linda had said. Dora, the eldest sister, then asked if there would be an exam. Because what do you do when you go to the doctor? You get an exam.
Right.
Your weight, your temperature, you're examined.
Right.
The doctor replied there's no need for a physical exam until after the fast had been completed. So the sisters quickly followed Dr. Hazzard to a room, and they were told to undress and lie on a linen-covered table. Claire, being the youngest, jumped at the opportunity to be treated first, and then the doctor used her fists to pummel the back, the head, and the forehead of Claire.
So she's just beating the piss out of her?
Pretty much.
And
Dora was second to go. Yup. Yep.
I just got this image. Go on. That's funny to me. Like, she's just like, okay, I'm going to take
Lay
my
down.
fist.
Bam, bam,
Bam,
bam.
bam.
I mean, that's pretty much what happened. There was no examination. She had them, get down to their skivvies, lay on the table, and she started beating them.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to cure you.
I'm
I'm
gonna beat the shit right out of you.
She's like, I'm going to give you 1 cup of tomato juice every day, and I'm going to whoop the piss out of you.
Yeah, that was their treatment.
You're going to feel better.
So, Dr. Hazzard told them both that after 3 to 4 weeks of fasting and vigorous exercise, they both would be in complete and perfect health.
Well.
Keep in mind, the sisters weren't really in bad health to begin with, other than a few minor issues that any 30-something-year-old would have. The daily regimen of a cup of broth twice a day and an hour-long cleansing enemas repeated itself. After a few days, while lying in their small apartment, though weak, both sisters stated they felt cleaner and lighter.
You think?
And believed the treatment to be working.
Yeah, I'd say so. I've lost 43 pounds in 2 days.
I'm cleaner and lighter. Ain't nothing left in these. Even with both sisters having numerous fainting spells, they still felt that it was all part of this process, and the body truly was ridding itself of the toxins that it had held on to for so long. Now, this is a quote from her book called Fasting for the Cure. And she says, "The beginnings of disease lie at the threshold of the process of digestion. Its seeds are sown in the mouth, while stomach and intestines, injured by food improperly prepared, such as additives, and worked beyond limit by oversupply, which would be obesity, continue to serve their propagation. Impaired digestion and impure blood are cause and effect. So what she's saying, overeating, eating foods that have been overly processed was really bad for the gut.
Yeah.
However, she turns right around and she gives these girls canned freaking tomato broth or tomato soup. Hello? Is anything canned like natural?
I mean, I think you can get canned tomatoes and it's just tomatoes. That's it.
There's no additives.
Nothing.
Not processed.
You can look on the
I just feel
ingredients.
like that's...
I have canned tomatoes up there.
We may have
But
to
now
look.
listen, you're talking about 1900 what?
About 1907.
Okay, so who knows what they
That's what I'm
did back
saying. I
then.
mean, it's hard telling. The most taxing part of their treatment for the sisters was the internal baths or the enemas.
Internal bath.
That's what Dr. Hazard called them.
Listen, an internal
you
bath.
need to strip down and you need to take your bath internally. So
they're like, I feel lighter and better. 'Cause you ain't
shit
got
your
nothing
brains
left,
out.
Sissy. You have nothing left, sissy cat. You're empty. You feel lighter. Your foot probably is a little light. Your step is lighter.
Now, how much do you think, like when you I don't know, I'm sure most of us had enemas back when we were kids.
Did we?
I feel like we did.
Oh, I feel like that's a you issue. Oh, honey, I feel like that's all you.
I mean, I feel like I did for like wouldn't they give you enemas if your fever got really high, or maybe that's a suppository.
Oh God, Elisa.
No.
I don't know, ma'am. No, what? No. Did they? Maybe I never
don't
got
know.
a fever. No.
No, maybe I'm just I don't know, maybe.
Who was your doctor? You may have a malpractice suit on your hands.
I feel like I may have a sexual assault charge waiting.
That is not a thing.
Are you sure?
Positive. I'm 100% positive on that.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Not one time in my life.
But
No.
why do people get enemas? Like, why were enemas considered a treatment in the past? I feel like that needs to be Googled.
I don't want that on my phone.
I feel like I need to Google
Why
this.
would you Google that?
Because now I'm curious. I feel like maybe I got enemas when I shouldn't have got an enema.
I mean, they had suppositories and stuff. Like if you got sick, right, you get a suppository. I know that. Like some medicines, right, if you were vomiting real bad. But an enema, that's for constipation, right? And
Well, I used to be really constipated when I was a kid, though.
Then maybe that's what it was for. Maybe that's what it was for.
Oh, yeah, to treat constipation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You said for a fever.
Oh.
You said they
Well,
gave
maybe I was thinking a suppository for a fever.
I just feel like you need to go on with this story and shut up about it. Your childhood and mine were different.
Oh, shit.
We had different childhoods.
Oh, I'm done. Okay. So, and this is an excerpt from her book, Fasting for the Cure. And she writes in this book, she says, in the fast, the warm water enema properly administered and assisted by manipulation of the small intestines
This friggin' story.
removes the excessive amount of bile secreted at this time, and reabsorption is thus prevented. It may be seen that in the absence of food, that the liver has but one office to perform: to eliminate, to cast out. There being no food supply, all secretion from this organ is waste and should be removed promptly from the system. You're funny. Now, so like I said, the most taxing part of their treatment was the internal baths or the enemas. They were instructed.
It's the most taxing part of this story too. I'm very uncomfortable.
You really are. Like you're kind of fleshing
really
it out.
don't
And
like
I don't
this
think it's the
story.
wine because you're still half
I'm
full.
not drinking any of that. I'm just.
Well, I need to rename this to call it enemas and assholes. Oh, gosh. So they were instructed to take 6 quarts of warm water, knees to chest, and what initially began as a 30-minute treatment increased over days into a 1, a 2, a 3, or sometimes even an all day long ordeal.
I don't understand why.
All day long. They would sit in this tub. Now listen to this.
Here's the thing, though. This is their own fault. I mean, honest to goodness, this is your. If you're doing
ignorance.
This, it's your own fault.
This is ignorance at this point.
Okay, go ahead. I want this story to be over.
Dora even passed out during one of her internal baths, which caused Dr. Hazzard to just stretch a canvas over the bathtub to catch them if they would pass out and continue with the treatment.
Okay. Somebody's going to have to die here. You wouldn't be telling me this
To
story.
me, them passing out, number one, they have no food. They're not being fed anything. And I'm pretty sure they're probably dehydrated. Probably.
Yeah, I'm going to say so. Yeah.
Now, Hazzard had written in her book that, quote, the odor of the body becomes distinctly changed and is frequently noticed by the patients themselves. Elimination from pores of the skin is no greater than that through other channels. These patients of hers smelled awful. Think about it. They were wasting away to nothing while actively decomposing while alive, essentially.
Nothing. I've got nothing.
You got nothing.
I've got nothing.
Okay, well, I'm going to continue since you got nothing. And we're only on page 4 out of 12. Buckle in, baby. It's going to be a bumpy ride. No pun intended. Dr. Hazzard had given the girls a number for a nurse to call should they need more care. With Claire being too weak to even hold her head up at this point, Dora called the number and she spoke with a lady by the name of Nellie Sherman. The sister's neighbor had begun feeling very unsettled at all the groaning and moaning coming from their apartment next door. She also noticed their change in physical appearance was what was most frightening. She estimated that Dora at the time, although she had been the slightly smaller than her sister to begin with, but she still wasn't overweight by any means. She estimated that Dora now weighed about 100 pounds. And keep in mind, these girls are in their mid-30s. Claire looked to weigh about 120. Now, another neighbor who hadn't arrived until after the sisters had moved in, she was ushered in to say hello to the sisters by their nurse, Miss Sherman. And she recalls stating the sight of the sisters' emaciated bodies overwhelmed her. Their skin was tight and drawn over their bones like wet sheets on a drying line. The sisters kept deteriorating. They looked like skin and bones. Dr. Hazzard now began pressing the sisters about business matters, asking if there was anything that she could take care of for them or anything that had been bothering them that they couldn't get off their chest. After numerous attempts, the girls relented, allowing Dr. Hazzard to store their valuables and their deeds to all of their lands. Nellie Sherman, their nurse, eventually becomes very concerned that the sisters are fading quickly, and she decides to go by herself and obtain a second opinion from Dr. Augusta Brewer. When Sherman explains the situation to her, Dr. Brewer tells Nurse Sherman she needs to give them food and they need it now. Dr. Brewer had never considered Linda Hazzard a doctor of any sort and had a very strong opinion about what she was doing to these girls.
She was killing them.
Claire would be the first to succumb to starvation.
I just don't understand why these girls even did this. Like, what the crap? Like, they just let this lady starve them to death, and why didn't that nurse give them a corn dog or something? Like, she saw they were starving to death, like a protein shake.
They said that the nurses would try and give them food, and they declined, stating that Dr. Hazzard had said, in order for this to work, in order for me to heal you, you can't cheat. You can't cheat on this diet, you can't cheat on the diet. And they were just very adamant about following and sticking to the plan. Okay. Even though they were passing out, they couldn't walk, they couldn't hold their heads up, they were too weak to even raise up out of the bed, they still declined the food.
You know what happens when you play stupid games?
You win stupid prizes.
There you go.
Now, in Linda's, I'm not even going to call her Dr. Hazzard at this point because she's not a doctor. She's a freak. But she wrote in her book that the duration of the fast is really a matter that can't be predicted or prescribed, for the treatment has its beginning in diseased appetite.
So
and its
when
end,
I said at the beginning of it that I've done fasting,
Yeah.
this is not like my fasting that I would do. You do 16-8, or
Yeah.
you
or
would
12 to...
or 12 to 12,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
You only eat in that certain amount of window.
Right.
Not this junk. This
No,
is not.
no.
This is starvation.
We are literally talking the amount of time that she had these people, and I did say people, you heard me correctly,
Mm-hmm.
that she had these people fast were days. In ordinary cases, one remedy is a long, continuous fast.
Mm-hmm.
It may be carried to its logical end without danger or alarm, for in the power that the brain holds of feeding at the expense of the body lies the absolute safety of the treatment. The use of the tissues to nourish the nerve centers progresses so perfectly that there's no cost to the vitality, and the average adult bears within him the brain food sufficient enough to sustain life for many weeks. Bullshit. Lousy day. Margaret Conaway, who was the sisters' nursemaids after their parents both had passed, now she received an alarming telegram from Claire while visiting family in Australia. So the girls, they had stayed with Margaret throughout their life. She basically became their mom, even though they call them nursemaids or nannies. But when the girls decided to take off and travel, Margaret used this time to go back home to Australia to see her family, which she missed immensely. Now, she had always been right by the girls, like she'd never left their side. She hopped on a ship and she sailed straight for the girls. Upon arriving, Sam Hazzard, Linda's husband, informed her that Claire had passed away due to some medication that she had received when she was treated as a small child. Upon arrival, Claire's body, embalmed and on display at the Butterworth Mortuary near Pike Place Market, looked like it had belonged to another person, she said. The hands, the facial shape, and the color of the hair, it all looked wrong to her. Like, it did not look like her Claire. She seen her plump and healthy and, full of life. And here she literally wasted away to nothing. Once she was in Alaya, Margaret discovered that Dora, at this time, weighed only 50 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Her sitting bones protruding so sharply that she could not even sit down without pain. But she didn't want to leave Alaya because even though she was clearly starving to death, she had so much faith in this treatment. She believed so hard in this treatment, which is bonkers to me. And I don't know if they ever allowed them to look in a mirror, but I feel like if you would look in a mirror and see yourself looking back, looking like a corpse, you'd be like, oh, shit. Maybe she couldn't hold a mirror up to look at. I don't know.
At this point, it's mental health.
I think I was going to say, at this point, I think she's just been brainwashed.
Yeah, at this point, it's mental health issues. It has nothing to do with anything other than it is all her mental health.
Yeah, which wasn't talked about in the 1900s.
No,
early
like it's
at all.
Yeah, no, this is a mental health issue.
Now, in the end, it took the arrival of John Herbert, who was one of the sisters' uncles, whom Margaret had summoned from Portland, Oregon, to help free Dora. After some haggling, he paid Hazzard nearly $1,000 to let Dora leave the property. They began an investigation into the case of Claire's death, along with the involvement of the British vice consul in nearby Tacoma, and his name was Lucian Agassiz. Probably said that wrong.
I'm sure you
I'm
did.
sure I did. I'm from West Virginia, so.
I mean, you could have read Bob Smith and it'd probably been wrong.
Yeah, it'd have
so
been
you're
like,
fine.
shut up.
Definitely that one's wrong.
That one's definitely wrong. Now, once the investigation began, they would soon discover that there were numerous patients that had passed away under the care of Dr. Hazzard. During the investigation, the vice consul's office received a letter inquiring about a young man by the name of Ivan Flux, who was also a man from British. or from Britain.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I was like, where's
Well, I've drank
British?
more wine than you, so
Well,
I've drank more wine than you,
Where's
so
British?
stop.
Yeah, I don't want. I mean, it's delicious or whatever, but I'm just not feeling it.
She's
tonight.
like, I'm not feeling it. Oh,
My
I'm feeling
anxiety's up because the storm's coming.
it. I know, I get it. Just focus on this story of
am.
people starving to death.
I
It'll
am,
help
yeah,
you feel
that,
better.
That'll make my anxiety better. So it's fine.
Now, Ivan's father had written to the consulate, inquiring about his son, only to find out that Ivan had passed away due to pneumonia. The autopsy report that was signed by none other than Dr. Linda Hazzard. And it seems John Ivan Flux had come to America to purchase a farm, and he died with only $70 to his name. So can we see what this little wicked witch is doing here?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I can absolutely see what she's doing.
It is believed that her first murder would actually happen in 1902, just after her divorce. After the coroner determined that the death was caused by starvation, he tried to get her prosecuted. But since she was not a licensed physician, she wasn't even held accountable. I don't understand this.
Well, again, you're talking about.
I know. It's such a time difference. It's such a time difference. One of Hazzard's first known Washington victims was Daisy Maud Haglund, who was a Norwegian immigrant. After a 50-day fast, keep in mind, 50-day fast, under Hazzard's direction, she died on February 26, 1908, at the age of 38.
So I think a lot. Okay, there's this guy on TikTok, and I don't follow him, but you know how like you'll watch a whole video of something, and then just their stuff just keeps popping up in your FYP.
Yeah.
So he did a 40-day fast where the only thing that he had was, I believe, water. That's it, water. He ended up losing like 73 pounds or something in 40 days. But like his whole journey,
like it's not healthy.
I feel like that's crazy. That is
like
so
that's going to come back so fast.
But also like maybe like where they were doing the enemas and stuff on them too. Like if she died that
severely dehydrated,
like that fast,
yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, that's just what I was thinking. I mean, he lived. He did it for 40 days. I don't know if he had broth or not, but
yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Well, she passed away at the age of 38, leaving behind a 3-year-old son, Ivar. Ida Wilcox in 1908, and Blanche B. Tyndall and Violet Heaton in 1909. Miss Maud Whitney succumbed in 1910. And when civil engineer Earl Edward Erdman took the cure in 1911 and died of starvation 3 weeks later, the Seattle Daily Times headline read, "Woman MD kills another patient." So she's not only killed a couple, she's legit.
It's
like
headline now, and nobody's doing
and
anything
nobody
about
cares. It's headline in the news. It seemed that writing a book and including pamphlets within them would keep a very steady stream of new patients for Dr. Hazzard to torture.
Yeah.
That's exactly how the Williamson sisters, found out about her clinic. Is they had found the book, they found it intriguing, they bought the book, and when they opened the book, inside was a nice little pamphlet about her institute. Now, Frank Southard, a law partner in the firm of Morris, Southard, and Shipley and C.A. Harrison, publisher of Alaska Yukon Magazine, died under Hazzard's care. Now, authorities tried to step in when Lewis Ellsworth Rader, a former legislator and publisher of a magazine called Sound Views, began wasting away. Hazzard treated him at the Outlook Hotel in 1911, and health inspectors tried to convince him to leave, but he, again, refused. Hazzard ended up taking him away to a secret location where the 5'11" tall man died weighing less than 100 pounds.
Crazy.
The pattern was becoming distressingly familiar. Patients were put up in Seattle hotels or in cabins on Dr. Hazzard's alive property. Autopsy reports listed starvation as the cause of death, unless Linda Hazzard had performed the autopsy herself.
Of course.
And then anything but starvation would appear as the cause of death. There was one exception to the pattern. In 1909, a 26-year-old Eugene Stanley Wakeland's decomposing body was found on the Hazzard's property. This son of a British lord had died from a gunshot to the head, which was a presumed suicide. Linda Hazzard had power of attorney over the young man's estate, and she wired his lawyer. When I say wired, she telegrammed. She sent a message to his lawyer complaining that she needed more of his funds to pay his bill at the mortuary. Later, the British vice consul in Tacoma speculated that he had been shot by the Hazzards, who were frustrated to learn that despite his family, he wasn't rich.
They're just stealing their stuff.
Yeah.
They had all these people had mental issues, obviously, and they were just talking them out of all of their stuff.
Yeah. On August 15th, 1911, Kitsap County authorities arrested Linda Hazzard on the charges of first-degree murder for starving Claire Williamson to death. Many thought that Dr. Hazzard possessed some sort of black magic or was able to hypnotize her patients into staying, because for whatever reason, they would never flee. And again, mental health wasn't even a concept back then.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, people just thought you were crazy when you were having your period.
Yeah.
It's like, she's hysterical.
I think people are sometimes hysterical when
I
they're
mean,
on their period.
I mean, I get that too. I mean, there's times I'm like, I'm going to kill somebody.
Better get out of my face.
Get out of my face.
I need a brownie and a sword.
A sword. I need a brownie and a sword.
I'm going to eat this brownie and then I'm going to stab you.
No, I'm going to eat this box of brownies and then I'm going to stab you. Not once, but multiple times.
I've had Scott throw candy at me before and walk off.
I've had Clinton be like, do you need some chocolate?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah.
These patients were always too scared to run, they really didn't have the strength to run.
I was
Let's be
going to say,
real.
are they going to run?
They
They couldn't
really
even
didn't.
lift their heads up.
And she was over them. It was, and I will say, when I read the book, she was monitoring all correspondence from Claire and
Sure.
Dorothea. And the only reason that Margaret knew to come to help was Claire had written her a letter before she passed away that was very suspicious. And she knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
So it was one of those, really close bonds. She was like, this doesn't make sense. Why would she say this? Like, she did it very slyly. And that was the only way that letter actually made it to Margaret. Or we'd probably also be talking about Dorothea's death here too. So, let's see. In the end, Dr. Hazzard lost. She was convicted of manslaughter.
Sure.
On February 4th of 1912, she was sentenced to the state penitentiary at Walla Walla for 2 to 22 years of hard labor.
Ooh, hard labor.
Hard labor.
I feel like that's a lost art in the jail system.
It
now.
is.
The hard labor.
They got it easy.
Yeah. I don't know if they got
Not
it easy,
but hard labor, that needs to come back.
Well, there's still a jail somewhere, but I mean, they earned their keep. It wasn't like on the taxpayers' back to support these people who broke the law and stuff. They had to earn their keep. They had to go out and work on the roads and stuff.
Well, back then, that was your state roads workers. You know what I mean?
Don't you talk my husband out of a
rail
job.
workers. I will not talk Scooter out of a job. In 1916, after serving just 2 years in prison, Linda Hazzard was pardoned by Governor Lister with the stipulation that she moved to New Zealand.
I will let you
He's
go.
like, move,
if you
bitch, get out the way. Get out the way.
Get the hell on out to Dodge. Get
out of here. Get on out of here. So, while there, she continued to practice as an osteopath and published another book.
You've got to be shitting me.
Called Diet and Disease and Systematic Cleansing. She returned to Olaya in 1920 and she built her great sanitarium, which she called the School of Health. Since she was no longer licensed to practice medicine, she called her patients students. She continued to supervise fasts until the school burned down in 1935. 3 years later, Hazzard, nearly in her 70s, fell ill, and she decided she was going to use her own treatment. It failed to restore her health, and she died shortly thereafter. Dora Williamson married Reverend Wyndham Allen Chaplin, May 7th of 1914. The two settled in England. Chaplin drowned in August of 1914, only a few months after their marriage.
Oh.
Dora would become a writer. She died.
Oh, Dora didn't die. Her
Dora.
husband died. Well,
Her husband.
Yeah.
A couple months after marriage, she lost her husband. So she's lost everything. Her mom, her dad. She lost her sisters. She's had a rough life. She died January 2nd, 1945 at the age of 72. Now, these are a list of patients that they suspect that she killed. In 1907 was Lenora Wilcox. 1908, we mentioned Daisy Maud Hagland. In 1909, Blanche B. Tyndall. 1909, Viola Heaton. 1909, Eugene Stanley Wakeland. Again, he was the one that died from the gunshot wound in his head. Still of starvation. 1910,
that
Lydia
gunshot wound just happened to be there.
Just happened to be there, 1910, Lydia Maud Whitney. 1910, Earl Edward Erdman. 1911, Frank Stuart Southard. He was the attorney that we mentioned. 1911, Edward S. Harrison. He was the publisher of the magazine. 1911, John Ivan Flux. He was the young boy that came over there to buy a farm.
This is crazy.
1911, Lewis Ellsworth Rader. He was the legislator. 1911, Claire Williamson. 1913, Ida Julia Anderson. 1913, Mary T. Bailey. 1925, Leonard Ritter. So those are all the people that passed away at the hands of that sick and twisted bitch.
Well, I mean...
So...
Okay.
Pretty rough.
That was sad.
That was sad.
It was a sad story.
It's really sad because to think that someone's mental health is that bad that they are thoroughly convinced that if they keep doing what this alleged doctor says, that they're gonna get better.
I mean, what's the difference between... But let me ask you this, okay? Let's be 100% serious and talk about this just for a second. And everybody that's listening they're not untouched by this either. What's the difference between what she did and all these doctors out here pushing all kinds of nasty ass pills and pain pills and stuff and killing our community?
Well,
there's no difference.
There is no difference. However, there is one big factor: money.
Yeah,
it's money. There's in my true and honest belief, and I'm going to lay it out there. There's been cure for cancers, all cancers for years. They're not making money curing cancer.
Right.
They are making money by treating.
There's no profit.
They're reducing the population by allowing these people to pass away. There's no money being made to cure cancer.
I can
100% believe in that.
I think about that too. Like, I saw this thing, like they redid a dire wolf after 10,000 years or something. And I'm like, if they can do that, but they can't cure all these diseases.
But you can't cure cancer?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
But what I was saying about that is, though, I don't think there's any difference between what her cure is and you've got, especially like back 20 years ago when all these pill mills were going on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and now we drive and we see all these drug addicts.
And they hit our area bad.
It's heartbreaking. Yeah, they hit Appalachia bad. It is heartbreaking to see all the drug addicts and everything and what they did to them, and no accountability.
No, there never was.
No, there was no accountability for what these doctors did to our community. None whatsoever. They disgust me. These doctors disgust me, and there's a special place for special people like them.
There really are, for sure.
Because they took communities down, like families. Like, well, you know how I feel about it, so it is what it is. It's... Yeah.
I agree. 100%. I agree.
Yeah. And if anybody's going through that, I feel sorry for you.
Yep. You're in our prayers for sure.
Yep. Because no family's untouched by that. And like I said, there's no difference between what she did and all these doctors.
No, there's zero difference. Yeah. Zero at all.
Oh, you hurt your back? Here, take some oxycodone or Oxycontin or whatever.
Yep.
You need that? What about all these Lortabs and, all this stuff? You need...
It's an endless, vicious cycle.
It's not... I don't think it's as bad now anymore because they finally started regulating and these doctors did start getting in trouble. But, I mean, you have these people, like, they still do it in Florida because, these people run down to Florida and get all these drugs. They go to Michigan and get all these drugs. Oh, yeah. They do. It still happens. I'm disgusted by it. I'm disgusted by it and what it's done to these people.
Yep. Absolutely. I agree.
quit smoking 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. I've had a cigarette maybe like in last 6 weeks, probably 4 times. I've had like a cigarette with a friend or something, but for the most part, I quit smoking. And I feel a ton better that I quit smoking.
Yeah.
But it was the hardest thing ever.
I'm sure.
And do you know, it didn't bother me like the first couple days or anything. It was like the third week, I was like sweating.
Really?
I was having sweat. I was sweating. I never did get moody or mean or anything. I actually quit for several days and didn't even tell Scott that I had quit. Because I just didn't want anybody to know, or I didn't want that stress on me.
Yeah, of like, oh, you were doing so good.
So imagine if it's something, I mean, we're talking about cigarettes.
Well, let me tell you something.
I mean, imagine something else. Like I feel, I mean.
You know, and I don't know, I may have talked about it. I don't know. We've been doing this over a year, but I have chronic pain, like back pain, neck pain from my neck to my hips. But before I had my spinal fusion in my neck, my doctor had put me on, it's an anxiety / antidepressant. It's like Celexa or Cymbalta or something, but it helps with nerve pain. Put me on that, and I gained like 40 pounds in 2 months. Like, it was stupid. But after I had my surgery, I thought there's no reason why I can't come off this, or switch, I don't need the nerve pain anymore, whatever. So I got a different doctor, I switched and got on a different medication. But let me tell you what, coming off that medication was horrible. I literally went and picked up a pregnancy test because I was so out of whack that I thought I was pregnant. I was like, there's no way. There's no way I'm possibly pregnant, but I'm pregnant. Yeah. Because I was so sick all the time. Yeah. I felt awful. I had headaches all the time. Like, I felt awful. The withdrawal symptoms were awful.
And so imagine
a hardcore drug.
Yeah, so like I didn't mean to get on this tantrum, but I was just thinking, what she did is no different than what happened to our community here in Appalachia or whatever in years past, where they give these people these pills after they've had a car wreck or something, and then they just keep giving them to them, and keep giving them to them, or and then you've got a community of people and everybody. It's just. I'm going to shut up now.
I agree.
I'm going to shut up now. Let's go on.
I agree.
I get
100%.
fighting mad.
She's like, I'm going to get fighting mad.
I'm going to get fighting mad.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Be sure to follow us at Watch For Dear Podcast on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, I want to say something before you do that.
Okay, do it.
I have got a new snack that I'm absolutely crazy
I like snacks.
about. I'm crazy about it, and I need people to go buy it and ask for it so it's not so hard for me to find. It is Vlasic pickleballs. It is like, the cheese balls? Okay, but they're green. They're pickleballs. They are amazing, and I thought there's no way.
Are they like cheesy puffs?
They're not cheesy, though. They're green. They are just exactly like a cheesy puff. But they're green.
Did you share them on Facebook?
Yes.
That's where I seen them.
Scotty don't buy me flowers or anything like that.
He buys you cheesy puffs.
That man knows me. Like, if I've had a bad day or work or something, he will
buy
buy me a snack or something that I normally can't get, and he knows that I like or something, and I'll come home and or he'll just buy me something. I don't want roses. I want I want pickles.
Yeah, we don't want flowers that die.
No, I want pickles.
I like flowers that you can plant, that you can keep alive.
And you can get them at Sam's Club, and you can get them at the Zippy Zone or Zippy Zap or something in Barbersville, and that's the only place I can
find
them.
Zippy what?
I don't know, the Zippy Zone or Zip Zone. That's where Scotty gets them. I don't know what it's called.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Vlasic pickleballs. They are chef's kiss.
I'm going to have to try them.
Please try them.
I do like pickle stuff.
Oh, I've been eating pickles just out of the jar here lately because...
Are you pregnant?
No. I just love vinegar and pickles.
Yeah, you're weird.
All right, get a hold of us on Instagram. Talk to you later. Bye.
Go like and follow our TikTok at Watch For Dear Podcast. Email us at watchfordearpodcast@gmail.com. If you enjoy our show, rate us and share us with friends, family, and co-workers. Y'all be safe and watch for dear.